glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. It's week 11 of this college football season, and our coverage on EA Sports continues. It's the BYU Cougars and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, the Cowboys head coach told me before the game, one of the big keys in this game plan here today is to get their transfer running back the ball. He has been terrific all season and really paced this team, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said, we want to run the rock, really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Quick give. It's Young. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Grab behind the line. It's Thornton. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So the BYU Cougars offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Bear Bachmeier. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Hand off for Brown. Runs through the tackle.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty, and they're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
They'll run him again. He's past the marker. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. He has stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The official says no good. The kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. The Cowboys will call on their punt team. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Searching for space. He's got great speed. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Still running at the 40. But, and he's got room. Bust through behind his pad. All the way inside the 30-yard line. A huge pickup on the play, but this one might be coming back. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. They'll give it to Brown. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. So now after that holding call, here's 2nd down, and they need 20. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Whip it out to the back on the screen. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. They had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Got the 1st down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Running inside, it's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for... as the penalty will back them up. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the left side. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I'll tell you what, this receiver's not that tall, but because of that one-handed catch, he just showed you a massive catch radius. Wow.
Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Got an alley. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Cowboys moving quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Turns up, it's Powell. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him, get the big sack on fourth down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. That holding call backs him up 10. It's now 1st and 20. Quick handoff. Defense all over it.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Right side, it's Phillips. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. A give to Brown. At the 15, he's loose. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to... timeout. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll give it to Brown. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Out wide right, it's Brown. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch called for and made. Sells the run, looking to pass. Left side is Young. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise that the O-line gets called for holding. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Grabbed in the middle. It's Powell. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Again, it's Brown. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Cougars will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Needs it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Back to pass, it's Peters. Right down the middle. In traffic, it's Thornton. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Thornton. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. Final seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to put up 3. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Cowboys will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with Coach Eric Morris at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the 3rd quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They give it back to him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. If they could somehow find their way into the end zone, a two-possession lead might feel insurmountable. Straight ahead, it's Young. Just smothered on the play.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Right back to it. Driven back.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Catches it at the 15. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Keeps it on the ground. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Made a defender miss. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. To the air, it's Buckmeyer. Makes the grab. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Ncaa. And the runner is down, and it was a flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see. defense can overcome it. That holding call pushes them back. Now they face a 2nd and 20 here. From the gun, it's Brown. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Sets his feet. It's Peters. Look out! They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are so...
He uncorks one deep. He's got it down the field. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. The stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Single back formation, and they give it to him. After the filthy move, he's got room. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very... effective play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. To the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, and now they're finding out about him.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
On the return, they'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. This should be the last play of the quarter. Hits inside, it's Young. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Keep it on the ground. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Peters. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Making his first move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. The defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Wide receiver going in motion. Drops back on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And that one's incomplete. Howie, what do you have?
Well, guys, these turnovers continue to dictate what's happening in this ballgame. The quarterback has been under duress, and he is starting to show this wear and tear. The defense is feeding off of this, though. They see he's banged up, and they are going... coming after him. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Howie. Dropping back, it's Peters. Fires to the middle. Out wide left, it's Powell. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Young. dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. They'll go to the counter. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Bachmeier. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an idea.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Got a little space. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Keeps it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least